Hello, this is the very chill options screen of Virtua Fighter 5 on PS3. I start the game up in here because if you leave the game sitting on the main menu, I think it will, before too long, it'll go and run the intro video again, which is sort of annoying when you're sitting here trying to get stuff set up. Anyway, I'm doing quest mode with Jacky. What the heck did I call my Jacky here? JJ. That's my boy. Right, I can't hit X. I disabled, anyway, I disabled the attacks I had mapped to X, basically throw, and now I notice I can't hit the Y button here with the X button on my stick. I don't know if that was a problem before. Anyway, that's weird. So, yeah, I was thinking maybe I should map a single button in place of the throw button I removed. Maybe I should put a single button that functions as hitting all three of the normal buttons. That's guard, punch, and kick together. But then I thought, well, if I went and played a different VF game, I might, where throw against the AI, where the AI could defend against throws, so I didn't have to disable it, then I would want a throw button, and I'd be screwed up. So I guess I'll just leave it. Yeah, I turned off throw so I can actually play this game again, because if you use throw against the quest mode AI just doesn't get any better at defending against throws. So in later ranked matches against the smarter AI, you can just throw them far more easily than you can do anything else to them. So it just becomes a throw fest, and that's pretty lame. So I'm no longer throwing the AI. I also don't guard for silly ergonomic reasons of my abused old shoulder, and I don't evade because I just don't like evasion. So my Jacky is first Dan. Let's see, I just got, at first Dan you unlock the item or type C costume. Oh, I only have 800 gold. You can't buy anything for 800 gold. No, it's all thousands. That sucks. And I don't have, I guess I do have an orb disc. I forget when you unlock the fourth costume, the type D costume. I actually totally forget when you unlock that. That's not filling up your first orb disc, is it? No, I don't think so. Anyway, let's end customization for now. Oh no, I did want to change something. A viewer who is more perceptive than me, generous viewer, filled me in on something. What am I doing here? Wait a minute, that's what I want. Boy, it's been a while. Type C, they noticed that what I was calling, God, I can't even talk tonight. What I was calling the Leon hair, so here's his default hair. And I was looking at it this way, so I don't know, I couldn't see it very well, but his normal hair looks like this. But what I was calling his Leon hair, which I just got, I think I just got last episode, that gives him extended sideburns. See, I couldn't see it from this side. I don't know, my eyeballs were not working very well. So yeah, normal length sideburns. Oh man, you still can't. Oh, if I put it in the light, normal length sideburns, extended length sideburns. Kind of subtle. They're not really bushy down there, are they? Maybe they are. Hard to tell. I want to see them up close. So yeah, and she also, when I asked, she she confirmed that Leon, the character, does not have sideburns in this game, so this is probably just lion hair, like, you know, a lion's mane or something. So, anyway, give that a shot. Okay, so I am first Dan, I think. Where the heck is it? Status? Yeah. Yeah, I still have a fair number of AIs to beat here. I think I'm just gonna go chill out in the newbie arcade and get a little more used to Jacky in VF5. I've been playing him in... Oh boy, it's a Brad. I've been playing him for a while now in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, the quest mode there. And VF5 Vanilla is really kind of a high-definition version of Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, or, well, probably even more so Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune, which never got a console release. But, so his moves, Jacky's moves are pretty much the same as I've been playing in, so like I do that a lot in VF4 Evolution. I do that, punch, kick, kick. So this is forward, punch, punch, Brad. Forward, punch, punch, kick. And punch plus kick, comma, kick. Brad almost got me. This night at Q, Brad. Well, I wasn't having too much trouble against Brad with Jacky, I guess, in Evolution. I was having huge trouble against Brad's with Vanessa. Oh boy, you don't want to do that. So I have to remember I can't throw, but I don't use a guard button either, so you don't actually get that many throw opportunities when you can't guard. So you just have to, I've just had to get used to skipping back and forth a lot, which Jacky is exceptionally good at because he's got these built-in, what the heck? The forward, oh yeah, he's got, I don't think he had that in Evolution, or I don't, that's for forward kick, but forward kick is just this short knee hop that I really don't remember from Evolution.
You're moving in slow motion.
I've also noticed one or two other just punch kick combos that I don't remember having in Evolution. I should probably go through his command training here, and I may have to do that eventually if I get kind of stuck. I think aside from the throw problem they have, which is a serious problem, I think the AI here is a little more interesting to fight than the quest mode AI in Evolution. And Evolution is interesting because I'm doing dumb stuff. I got scrubbed by an 8th Q. Wow. In Evolution, the timing of button presses with stick inputs, like, it's either more or less generous how close together you have. Oh, that's right. They changed that, so you can't just spam punch, kick, kick, punch plus kick followed by kick in this game. If you hit it one after the other, he'll do that, which gets you nailed if you do it not expecting it. So you have to do some other input in between your punch plus kick combos, which is, you know, probably for the best.
Ready? Go!
The oh man, I think they extended some of his combos too. The quest mode AI in Evolution. was thinking I was Vanessa with jabs. I was playing Vanessa's quest mode more recently, and in Evolution, and I had to kind of give it up. Because the quest mode AI in Evolution is ruthless, and if you don't do, against the higher ranks later in that game's quest mode, if you don't do moves that are safe, even if the AI blocks them, that is, so that they cannot counterattack, they will just ruthlessly counterattack any attack you make. Or just like 98% of the attacks you make. So, oops, see, there I go, trying to spam. Oh my gosh, I'm just eating it. Well, that was looking like a real problem so far, and oh, I did it again. I'll get used to that.
Ready? Go!
Oh shoot. The down forward kick is a little... The inputs are just a little more demanding here, I think, or more... They don't allow as much sloppiness, perhaps. Or something. Something's just a little different. It's throwing me off a little. Yeah, the AI in Evolution will just brutally counterattack everything that it can. But it's different in that game's arcade mode. In Evolution's arcade mode, they allow you a little more wiggle room. They also, for instance, the, there, see, did you see how he ducked the kick there? That is what the AI in Evolution's quest mode did not do. It never ducked the ending kick on the two combos that I always do, the forward punch kick or the punch plus kick. It would never duck the ending kicks. But then I went and tried the arcade mode, and the arcade AI would, especially in later stages of the very hard difficulty, oh man, the turnaround, they don't quite have that same degree of turnaround in Evolution. The arcade mode AI would crouch under the, oh my gosh. Yeah, this allow is scarier. And I do it again. Shapers. Hide. Yeah, I keep missing that down forward. So this AI plays a little more like, well, a little more like the arcade AI rather than the quest AI in Evolution. Oh, this is the citywide tournament. In that they seem to allow you a little wiggle room, and they don't necessarily punish things all the time, which is good. That is much, it feels much less like you're fighting a horrible robot. At least so far, and I have fought some of the higher ranked AIs, who still felt that way. So yeah, got a citywide tournament. The citywide tournaments, I forget what governs when they come up exactly, but they come up from time to time, and they're basically your overall advancement through quest mode is how many of these, how far you've gone through the citywide tournaments. So this is just the first one. And I imagine, although I didn't quite get through the whole thing with anybody, I got up to warrior rank, I think, with Wolf by exploiting throws. He could just throw people out of the ring. It was ridiculous. Got up to warrior rank with him, But I imagine there's eventually some kind of final official tournament, and once you've done that, you've quote-unquote beaten quest mode. That's how it works in Evolution, basically. There's a final tournament you unlock. And then once you beat that, it's, what the heck is the name of it? Worldwide Martial Art Championship 2 or something in Evolution. And once you beat that, you, nothing really happens, but so that's just kind of it. And you can keep going back and fighting in the arcades, doing the other tournaments and stuff, and earning money and buying items and stuff. So yeah, here we go. This game is more chill than Evolution, which was much more chill than the proto quest mode in 4 Vanilla on PS2, where it was called Kumite. Oh man, I gotta fight a Leon. Hey Leon, guess who has sideburns? For instance, in Evolution, in Kumite, you couldn't rematch anybody, and you couldn't decide where to fight or anything. You just went in. It was just one random fight after another. In Evolution, you could pick arcades, but you had to unlock arcades one by one. And you could rematch people, but only 4 times, and then they would just escape. In this game, when you're fighting just on the arcade floors, you can rematch as many times as you want. You can pop in and out to have it reselect different opponents. You can select from one of 3 opponents instead of it just throwing you into a random match like Evolution and Kumite. In Vanilla, there's way more customization items, which is very cool.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Whoop. Dang it. See, I keep missing the down forward there. That was good. I knew that was bad as soon as I hit that first punch.
Fight 4. Ready? Go!
That's not it. I was thinking there was some kind of kick punch kick combo I think I did earlier. But I don't think it actually started with a kick, come to think of it. I should probably try to win this match, I guess. Oh, he's second in. These citywide tournaments have... Oh, I did it. AIs from all of the arcades in the city. Kind of scaled to your level for the most part, I think. To your rank.
It's like you're moving in slow motion.
Lion sideburns beat Leon, no sideburns. Ah, jeez, now I have to fight a ninja. It's really laying it on. See, I was thinking if I was somehow made the producer of a new Virtua Fighter game, all of the old fans would just hate me, and I couldn't blame them, because, like, I would take out Kage. I would not make Kage in a new Virtua Fighter game. I just don't like ninjas. It's a fake martial art. He does a lot of stupid impossible, goofy stuff. And it's just dumb. Sorry. Ah, God, why? There. So, the weird thing that the AI, the very weird thing that the AI in Evolution did was they would stand like right in front of you, closer than he was there when I was down. They would be right in front of you when they would knock you down. Kind of like that. And they would, well, he's kind of doing it. They would bob up and down. And they're doing that to make it hard for you to throw them. It's called fuzzy guarding, and it's just ridiculous. I didn't see them doing it so much in the newbie arcade, but these guys are. Look, man, I don't have a throw button, so you don't have to do your fuzzy stuff. I mean, it also makes it hard to hit him with most attacks. But that's just dumb. Not great AI, because a regular player can't react that fast reliably. But see, I keep going in with a... What am I doing? I'm going in with a high attack somehow. Did they change... No, I guess I'm just doing the final kick, which is high. Was it always high? I guess it was always high.
There's no way you can stop me.
Maybe it was that the AI in quest mode in Evolution would stand after you did the punches, and they would just always, because they always seem to take that kick, either blocking it or not. I don't know. Another ninja, come on. Why are you doing this to me, game? Oh, ninjas. Ninjas and Leones. I love this stage, though.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
I'm thinking to myself, do I like the remake of it in Final Showdown? Where it's darker at night and the floor tiles in the center are lit up. I mean, that's pretty cool too. But I do love these black tiles here and the sort of twilight. God, I can't even do that down attack now.
Fight 2. Ready? Go.
I mean, I'm using a Brook super converter adapter, so yeah, it's that. Crouching. Anyway, there's some adjustments I need to make. This AI is slightly less stupid about these attacks that I spam. That was a cool animation. Was that a regular sidestep or some kind of ninja sidestep? Ah, okay, phew.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
When I was looking at, I went through all the Virtua Fighter games I had. This was kind of when I was trying to figure out which characters to play in which games. And oh wait, no, I guess
That wasn't your best shot.
No, well, I wasn't playing Jacky in 5 regularly. What was I doing? I tried playing him in Final Showdown, and I ended up not liking the way they took his control, his moveset there. They totally redesigned his moveset by the time you get to Final Evolution, or Final Showdown. And But then I tried him in Evolution, and I decided I really liked him there, so that's where I was playing him. But maybe at that time I already decided I couldn't play this game anymore because of the AI throw vulnerability. So I've now beaten this tournament and got the gold. Oh no, this was the amateur, so I'd already done the beginner. So this is the amateurs. I'd already got the gold cup. You can go back and replay any of these tournaments, which is cool. I suppose the opponents are probably locked at whatever level was there when you did the tournament originally. I guess I could test that. See what beginner's try gives me as far as opponent ranks. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. Otherwise, if they just rescaled to your current rank, they'd all be the same when you went back and did them again. Seth Fortoy. So yeah, she's 5th Q. So I suppose it's most likely that these tournaments, when they appear, is mostly based on
I'll
rank.
show you what combat's all about.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. Fight
Yeah,
one.
please do.
Ready? Go.
Ow. Oh. This is going poorly. I had to give up trying to play Vanessa in Evolution
Ready?
in the quest mode because I couldn't find any attack for her that was safe on block and thus would not get me creamed by the higher ranked AI whenever they felt like it, which is really frustrating. They also just
Ready?
escape from throws whenever they feel like it, which is usually once they're within a round of losing the match. So that's pretty frustrating too. I guess the AI in this game never really did that because they're just bad at escaping throws no matter what.
Excellent.
There I go spamming that move.
Fight four. Ready? Go.
See, if I had a throw, I probably would have tried to throw her there. But no throw button mapped. Because I didn't want to exploit it. Oh, see, I accidentally did a forward punch plus kick, which is that just drop punch, which is pretty cool. I should work on that. It's fast. It doesn't seem too... Well, oh, he gets a follow-up now. I don't know if he had that before.
I got no time for you.
This is pretty cool, actually, because, I mean, especially playing this game now, after playing Evolution for a while, it's really interesting to see it, because it is an evolution of Evolution, whereas in Final Showdown, what is now Ultimate Showdown, which is just a remake of Final Showdown, they radically redeveloped a bunch of the characters. Like I said, Jacky's moveset pretty much completely changes. His whole sort of attack philosophy changes to something I don't much like. Same with Shun-Di.
Fight one.
They changed his whole movement style. It becomes this kind of herky-jerky thing rather than the sort of smooth circular motions that he had been using in every previous Virtua Fighter. But this vanilla VF5 is really just a pretty smooth update
Fight two. Ready?
to VF4 Evolution, and like I said, probably Final Showdown. Well, Final Tuned, Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned, which I had been wishing, man, I wish I had a console version of Final Tuned, or, you know, I even looked at, like, getting a Naomi 2 to have Final Tune, but that looks like another complex situation. Ooh. Gosh dang it. Oh, you know what I should be doing is doing back. What? It didn't come out. This is the one combo that I could find. Didn't come out. What the heck? Wait a second. Up back kick. Okay. There, that combo. Illogically, that combos. So I'm having trouble getting just a down kick follow-up coming out, so maybe I should go back to... It's such a ridiculous combo. It doesn't even look very good in this, because she's already, like, pretty much down on the ground. In Evolution, it's like they slowed down his backward somersault kick even more here. But yeah, I had been kind of, you know, wishing, oh man, I wish I had a Naomi 2 set up so I could play Final Tuned or something. Of course, nowadays, actually fairly recently, that's become available, I guess, on some emulator on PC or something. It's playable even with rollback netcode, blah blah. That's what people on Discord were excited about. But really, I mean, this is a further tuning of Final Tune with much fancier graphics, although Final Tune looks pretty good in the Naomi 2 resolution. This game originally had what was at least a 4:3 screen ratio option. I'm not sure if, like, when it launched in the arcades, if they had both widescreen and 4:3 versions, or if it was all 4:3 or all well, it wasn't all widescreen, because I've seen photos of this game from Japanese arcades running on a 4:3 screen. I don't know if I've seen video. There isn't a whole lot of information on this game being 4:3, but it definitely had a 4:3 aspect ratio. Either optionally or maybe in its very first incarnation. And I suppose that might have been because a lot of arcade owners, I mean, widescreen was still kind of a new thing back then in the arcades. Gosh, I can't do my little kick 'em while they're down for fun thing.
There's no way you can stop me.
I forgot about that win animation. I like that one. I love that ending there because you get the sunset coming in. You get some good character screenshots out of that I tend to use for thumbnails for the videos. Well, I just played that whole thing just because I was having so much fun. The AI is just a little more fun to play against here so far because you don't... I mean, that was low rank. But that's the other thing, is that the low rank AI here feels more well-rounded than the quest mode AI in Evolution. In Evolution, how did it go? In Evolution, the quest mode AI, until they get up to around 7th or 8th Dan, the AIs are obviously just kind of incomplete. Like, they aren't doing all of their stuff. They aren't complete fighting packages. They don't block well. They just haven't put it all together, and it's just noticeably, they're just noticeably awkward and lacking things when you're fighting them, and you can tell if you're also familiar with fighting higher ranked AIs, whereas in this game, and so it's not really that challenging to fight the lower ranked AIs, the sub 7th or 8th Dan AIs in Evolution, because you just know that there are certain things they can't do, and knowing that you know they have a huge hole that you can exploit, and you don't even have to think about it that consciously. In this game, though, they seem a little more well-rounded, and so it's not necessarily a cakewalk to fight them, and it makes them, the fights are just more interesting. They're not as hard as the higher ranked fights, but they're still fun fights, you know. So I had fun going through that tournament, even though those AIs weren't tough per se. I was going to change my emblem because I just got a couple more emblems. My emblem collection sucks. Of course, it's different than Evolution. In Evolution, you don't get to wear an emblem. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know why that didn't occur to them in Evolution. In Evolution, the AIs get to wear their emblem, but you don't. You only wear an emblem if you're facing an AI from whom you captured the emblem previously. It's weird. And that's to show that they can win it back from you, but you don't get to wear it otherwise. It's so silly. So what is that, like some kind of pie or something? I guess. I like pie, but I don't eat pie anymore because dentists tell me I have gum disease and I should be careful. I like, who is that? I don't know who that is. Well, I mean, is that pie or is it somebody else? It says characters. I'm a little slow, I'm sorry. So we've got maybe pie, and then we've got maybe some other pie. I mean, I guess having a slightly uncertain who it is girl emblem on me would be a little weird. I'm gonna go with this pie. Or whatever it is. It looks tasty, whatever it is. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have that. Maybe it'll make me hungry. We'll see. So you don't get anything for redoing them unless you didn't have the gold trophy or whatever, of course. You don't win money or anything. Or even for doing them the first time, kind of think of it. They don't give monetary rewards. It's just kind of a measure of your overall advancement through quest mode with the character. Well, maybe it's Eileen. Maybe that's who that was. There's no Eileen in Evolution. Which I did not mind because I don't really like Eileen. I've had people. I think two people request that I play Eileen. So there's definitely an Eileen fan base out there. I mean, because 2 requests for a character is fairly remarkable for me, for my channel. But I'm not really into the whole little girl hopping on my shoulders thing. It's just I don't find her believable. Kind of like Kagemaru, I don't find her a believable fighting game character. I also have that problem a little bit with L Blaze. Like, it seems like a really weird decision to me that the 2 characters they added in vanilla BF5, one of their flagship games of their entire company, was these 2 kind of, smaller characters. It's, I don't know, it's sort of a curious decision. I wonder what prompted it. Is it just like, we don't have representation for smaller people, which I guess is true. And that's cool and all, but I don't know, you have to do something special to convince me that these people who are at a severe reach disadvantage and weight disadvantage are going to be able to hold their own, They've got to be something really, really special in this. They made them both kind of goofy characters. So I don't know. I don't find them convincing. Well, this is handy. I'm in Sega Arena Coast, and Sega Arena Coast is having a tournament with extra money on the line. I could handle 5,000 Gs. Let's try to win. And the presentation in this game is so good. It's funny to compare it with Evolution, because in Evolution you had a tournament for each of the virtual arcades you had to go through. You had to fulfill certain requirements to make the tournament available just by fighting on the arcade floor, and then you could do the arcade's tournament, and each tournament per arcade had its own name, kind of a goofy name, and its own logo for the tournament. And they were usually these hilarious, they were often parodies. Like one was a Sonic game parody, one was a, what else did they have? They had a, what's that, Fighting Vipers parody, and just super cheesy logos with, I mean, it was so like 90s Japanese arcade logos. It was hilarious. They don't have that here, but they do just have a super smooth presentation when you take these tournaments. And I mean, the whole presentation overall in this game, even just the main menu, is just so smooth. That's something you noticed too coming from Evolution, is they really smoothed out the animations for the characters are much smoother. They also feel a tad faster. I don't know if that's just an effect of the increased smoothness and resolution of the animations. The whole game feels slightly faster, which surprised me, because Evolution having sort of less smooth animations, that was a goof up by me. Evolution kind of feels snappier, like attacks just come out. There's less messing around because there's less resources available for storing animations and so forth. But maybe I was noticing that more from... he deflects that. So I used to hate fighting Layface, but then with Jacky I discovered he cannot deflect this. He can't deflect that attack. So when he's in one of his stances... Oh, what did I do there? Forward punch, punch, punch? Or is it forward punch, 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 kick? Yeah. Ooh, I don't think that was it. I never did that accidentally in Evolution anyway. That wasn't it. That's probably not as... Yeah, well... We just saw it's not as safe on block as the kick. Unless they crouch, but I guess they would crouch under the other thing. Okay, I guess I want to win this, don't I? So I should try not to lose. By which I mean, of course, that I should win. Uh-oh. Accidentally did not forward punch, which is not safe on block.
That wasn't your best shot.
Man, Jacky is so buff in this game. Like, he didn't really have much of a physique in Evolution. I mean, he's just kind of a normal-looking guy in clothes. But in this game, he's just ripped out. Like, his pecs are ridiculous for a guy his size. His arms are pretty huge. Eventually, you do get a special item that lets you remove his shirt, which I am looking forward to because I like my characters as naked as possible. And Jacky is, he's a good-looking guy, what can I say? I'm not into him in a romantic way or anything. I like having a stubby-looking dude that I can control and pretend that I'm that cool. I have sideburns. They're not as long as that because that would get a little out of control. I guess they're probably about as long as his regular side blades, actually.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Uh-oh. Ooh. See, I have to get back to experimenting with other moves because I think they're more viable. Or I should say, they're actually a little bit viable in this quest mode versus the evolution quest mode where they become completely unviable. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? I'm messing around. Yeah, that move, ending with the punch kick, is definitely a risk. Ooh, nice. Jeez. Oh, I forgot it. I did forget one move that move, forward kick. It did take a little longer to come out than I thought it would. But it got him, so if they're kneeling right in front of me, that's an option. Sometimes he launches them higher with that and you can get a juggle, I think. Maybe I'm confusing that with something else. Oh yeah, it's allow. First and low. Another thing that's more chill in this game is the ranking, or the promotion and demotion. In Evolution and Kumite and 4 Vanilla, you only matches against characters of your own rank. Once you got up to first stand, only matches against characters of your identical rank affected your rank. So it didn't matter if you beat somebody who was much higher rank than you. That didn't help you get promoted at all, which was silly. On the other hand, if you lost to someone higher rank than you, it didn't make you, didn't push you any more closer to getting demoted. And even if somebody lower ranked than you beat you, it didn't push you any closer to demotion, except for one rank later on where stuff got a little weird specifically. And this game has something like that too. Once you reach Master, is it the Master and then Warrior ranks where something weird happens? But anyway, I don't have to worry about that for a while. Ow! Okay, don't want to lose, need the money. Oh no, gonna lose there. That got me killed. That comeback move, that was accidental. It comes out if you just push forward on the stick, and I must have accidentally hit forward on the stick. Too slow, that should have been able to... Yeet. Oh, nice crouch. Jeez. Oh, it didn't combo. Oh no. How did I miss that combo? Maybe he falls faster and it's just too slow. Okay. I'm on my way to losing. He keeps crouching and catching me. That was close. I'm dead. Dang it. Sorry, this is gonna get boring, Lau, but I need the money, and everything else is riskier. Nice. Dang friggin' Lau, nice glasses, dude. Arg. Oh, I didn't get as much gold though. Wah. 24.50. Can I buy anything cool? Probably not. Wild red hair. Dang. Short. Look at all these hairstyles. There were hardly any hairstyles in Evolution. No ponytail. Okay, those are not super compelling. I actually already have a bunch of cool glasses. Which ones am I wearing right now, anyway? I think I'm wearing the dark sunglasses. Oh, that's right. I was forgetting you. There's more stuff down here. You have to hit enter to go into the category. Face paint. Jeez. Red pompadour. OMGs. I think later he's got like a blonde pompadour, which is the ultimate, of course. Oh, I need money. I need money back. Wait, no. Okay. Oh, there's something I could have bought for it, but that's type B. Oh, it's so expensive. Dang it. I'd like a different color tank top, I think. Type D yet. So wait, type D is... I can't quite remember what type D looks like. Is it just a jacket and pants? That's kind of boring. I could buy a belt. Wait. No, I guess I can't. This type doesn't have belts. Overalls are expensive. Oh man. Yeah, jacket and jeans is his type B. Overalls, why? Why are you 20,000? Aqua cowboy pants. Something that speaks to me about aqua cowboy pants. Not that I'm sure I would want to spend 20,000 on them, but it's an interesting thing to say. Oh wait, I could buy shoes. Leather shoes? Red work boots? Don't know about that. Don't know about sneaker. I don't know. Those are expensive. Red sneakers. Well, I'm going to buy brown leather shoes because that sounds nice. It's such cool music. I mean, it's a little repetitive, but it's cool. So yeah, I'm wearing the dark sunglasses. Did the black sunglasses come with type C? I guess I like the dark ones a little more. It's more like a rocker or something with these. I do like the brown ones with certain costumes. Let's try the rocker a little. I like these ones too. All these glasses are really good. A lot of the characters... There's a problem with hats and glasses, how they fit for a lot of characters in this game, especially the female characters, which is a bit of a bummer, especially when you get to Final Showdown, where you can just freely design costumes, but so many of like the hats are just kind of broken. Although maybe that's better now that they've remade the heads in Ultimate Showdown. I don't know. Those, and see, eventually I know this costume type can go shirtless. No, okay. I just just brought the brown leather shoes. I'm wearing brown work boots. Oh yeah, now we're pimping. I like got promoted to like the construction foreman or something. Not that you would wear. Well, yeah. I mean, maybe you just hang out in your office all day in the trailer on site. I don't know anything about construction. Don't listen to me. Okay, cool. Oh man, there's so many Eileens. It's an Eileen named Dan. Well, let's try to beat her. This might be the last fight. It's getting a little late. I should work on getting 8 hours of sleep. That would be cool. Yeah, not super keen about Eileen's, although it does help playing in this silly no blocking mode now, because at least that move of hers does not get me. That used to infuriate me. That was a mistake. That was an input error. Used to infuriate me. I keep thinking that belt swinging around her is a tail. I keep thinking she's got like a goofy monkey tail costume part, which I think she does have in Final Showdown anyway. See, she does that flip up to shoulder height, and she can do from that. I think she can do what, 3 different things. She can land at your feet and like, what does she do there? Kicks you a bunch of times in the legs or something. That's just really irritating. Or she can just flip kick you and knock you down. Is that what she does? Or the one that especially I've found just super irritating was she lands on your shoulders and then sort of like monkey paw slaps at your head in this really goofy animation. It's just horrible. Also, her throw animations are really horrible and not believable looking.
Excellent.
Well, she got toast.
It's like you're moving in slow motion.
It was the shoes. And maybe the shades. I'm just too cool now. Oh my gosh. So wait, does it show a star there if I've defeated them before? I forget. Or maybe here? I like the black. I think it would show something if I beat this AI. Arg. It's spamming too much. See, that is a lot harder to combo now. Although I stopped doing it in Evolution anyway because it was a little hard there and it was just easier to do down forward kick. But I'm having trouble executing down forward kick reliably here. Oh, see, there's the kick. It's just dunked.
Fight 2. Ready? Go.
Why am I doing that? She's clearly blocking high. Those hit sounds and hit animations are so good.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
I think I like the animations in this game more than in Final Showdown / Ultimate Showdown. I know there are definitely some throw animations that I like that they changed that were in this game that aren't in Final Showdown that I like better here, like Pi's, I think it's just her default neutral throw maybe. Just a super smooth animation here, and for some reason they changed it. They changed something about throw escapes in between this game and Final Showdown, so maybe they had to change some of the throw animations because of whatever that was.
There's no way you can stop me.
But the throw escape system in Final Showdown / Ultimate Showdown is just grotesque to me, so I don't know. It really demotivates me from trying to play that game because you have to you don't react to something like that. A high-ranked online character was explaining this when I was watching his Ultimate Showdown stream once. In Final Showdown / Ultimate Showdown, you don't react to somebody trying to throw you. You just have, when you're sitting there blocking, you're just also holding like a stick direction or something. And guard and so maybe some other button too. I forget exactly, but so if they come in and try to throw you with the throw that matches the direction you're holding on the stick, you escape the throw. So it's just you sort of guess in advance, okay, if this person does come in with a throw here, which throw are they going to try? And I'll just be holding the corresponding escape move for that, oh boy, for that throw. What I dislike about that is that it's just having to hold a direction all the time while guarding and having to just think about that constantly. That just, I mean, throw escapes already freak me out. I don't want to have to be doing them every single moment just in case the opponent decides to do a throw at me. And that's just mental, an extra layer of constant mental labor, not to mention potential ergonomic pain. That's just awful. Guys, I need to go to bed. Why am I still fighting? Having too much fun. See, this like, I would get kind of stressed, like I was saying. There's just, this game is just more chill in quest mode than the quest mode in Evolution. And especially the quest mode as it was known, or as Kumite in 4 Vanilla. So, I just have a hard time stopping here, whereas, oh my gosh. I just got smashed. Whereas, I couldn't actually play, like, Evolution, or especially Kumite, for that long before I sort of just got exhausted, just like mentally exhausted.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
Oh no. Ooh. Wait, what was that stabby thing I just did? Okay. Those are usually really bad in Evolution, so if they're any better here, that would be nice, because in Evolution they're mostly pushovers. This guy's first Q, didn't really put up much of a fight.
I got no time for you.
Is it in this game where the, is it the Vanessas will do the takedown on you, but they won't punch your face, or is that just Final Showdown / Ultimate Showdown?
I've got the advantage. You've got.
Oh, it's an L-Blaze. I haven't fought one of you yet since I just came back. Rosnerland was one of these guys, I think, who would just keep re-challenging me. Just keep popping up in the arcade mode like he got mad at me once I beat him. It's kind of funny. think he was one of
Fight
those.
2. Ready? Go!
Oh. I'll do the hot dog. That's the one thing I like about Hellblaze is the hot dog. Oh, clonk. I also like how some of his costumes look like weird, like,
KO!
Atlanteans. Although that might just be Final Showdown.
Ready?
I guess it probably is. Yo. Okay, what am I doing? Uh-oh. That was what I get for experimenting with a different move, a back punch. That evade animation. I never use evade, except I didn't want to be that close to the edge of the stage.
There's no way you can stop me!
Huh, he did that same win animation on that same stage. Okay, I don't feel like fighting a Brad, even one who speaks in the proper... At least, he's supposed to be Italian. He doesn't sound Italian, but, you know, could just be of Italian descent.
Go time, baby.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
I ain't your baby. You ain't my daddy. Chan. So yeah, I had thought this game, I had said earlier, I thought when I stopped playing it, almost exactly a year ago actually, it was like April 4th, 2021, I think, was my last video, where I was sad because I realized that the AI had this throw defense problem, and all I had been doing really was just throwing them, even with non-throw characters like Sarah, non-grappler characters. So I was sad, and I think I said something like in the little description write-up I did, like I think I said something like I thought this was going to be my forever game, because I just found it so fun just to chill out in. You don't have to unlock any of the arcades. I could just go to, the toughest arcade here and just try fighting there if I wanted to right now. Whereas in Evolution, you have to unlock them one by one. You just kind of chill out in this game, just fight a bunch of goofy AI characters. And fortunately, it occurred to me, since I eventually took away my own guard button in Evolution, because I was leaning on the guard button all the time, and that lean was transferring stress to my shoulder, because I'm an idiot. And I have abused that shoulder leaning on my drawing table for 10 plus years, because I'm also an idiot. I don't do that anymore, but it's still doesn't like being leaned on. So I just stopped. I took away the guard button, so I can't do that anymore. And it finally occurred to me, I did that months and months ago, and it finally just now occurred to me that, wait a second, maybe if I just take away the throw button in 5's quest mode, then I won't be able to exploit throw, and then I'll be able to, it'll feel competitive again. So that's what I did, and so far it has worked. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I would like throw to be something that works, but just the way anyway that throw escapes and stuff work, quote unquote work, in the Virtua Fighter games is not great. And so I guess I don't really miss trying to throw so much. I mean, it's worse against the AI, because the AI just in VF games where it does correct throw escapes, it will just do them robotically. It'll do them perfectly every time when it just decides it doesn't want to get thrown anymore or something. And that's infuriating. Or in Evolution, the higher ranked characters will just constantly bob up and down like maniacs to fuzzy guard. Like that was one thing I was having a lot of fun with Vanessa in Evolution in the lower ranks, because they don't fuzzy guard at the lower ranks. It was super fun doing the sort of high-low throw game because Vanessa can throw crouching characters. So, you would just watch them, because of course they would stand really close to you as they're waiting for you to get up, which is kind of a weird thing the AI does in general. But anyway, they would be standing or crouching there, and you could see, okay, now I just have to do a stand throw or a crouch throw. And sometimes you would have to guess a little bit because they would stand or crouch occasionally. So it was just kind of this fun high-low throw mini game you would do, but then starting around like 6th dan, they start fuzzy guarding, and it becomes unworkable. It just becomes a total guess, and that was not fun. Because of course if you whiff, they'll do a perfect counterattack and you just lost a whole lot of health. But can't throw it all now that I removed that button, so no more trouble there. Such a smooth chill sailing. So far I am enjoying this quite a bit. So I'm playing this game currently on Tuesdays, which is what today was. I'll be back with another episode of it in a week, assuming the world is still here and I'm still functional and everything. Not that I know of any reason why those things should not be functioning in a week. I mean, there are reasons, but not likely ones, I hope. Other days of the week, I do play other fighting games. Not currently playing any other VF games, but I'm playing other fighting games that I think are fun. For instance, tomorrow is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I am now playing. I just changed this, so I got to think for a sec. On Wednesdays, I am now playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the widescreen delisted PS3 version. So that'll be the next episode. As I said, another VF5 Jacky Quest Mode episode coming up in a week. I'll just be chilling with more Jacky. So far, I am really enjoying this move from Evolution to 5. Just everything is kind of smoother and more chill. He seems to have more offensive options. Well, they definitely gave him some more combos and moves, but also the AI lets you get away with a little more. They aren't as rigid. Even when I fought some higher ranked AIs in the previous episode. So hopefully that continues as I gradually make my way through these arcades to higher ranked opponents more consistently. But I guess we'll see. But also just the lower ranked AIs are much more fun to fight than they were in Evolution, where they were pretty dysfunctional. Like I hosed myself. If you go back and go through my VF4 Evolution videos with Jacky, I have a whole Jacky in Virtua Fighter quest modes playlist, and if you go back through that, you'll see that. So I went in Evolution, I went through all the arcade, unlocked the arcades one by one, beat all their tournaments, got to the final quest mode tournament, did a bunch of other extra stuff. There were still one or two things that I hadn't done, but after I beat the final quest mode tournament, I went back to the newbie arcade in Evolution, and I just went through the arcades again, just trying to beat. I went for beating 90% of the AIs, because in those games you can't see, like when you come in here, you get a different set of 3 AIs to pick from each time. So if there's one you haven't fought, you can kind of just do this for a while until they show up. In Evolution, you can't do that. You just enter the arcade without being able to pick an opponent, and it just gives you one random opponent after another. So it's not really possible to fight all the AIs without it taking forever. So I just went for 90% completion. So I went back through the arcade, starting with the easiest, getting 90% completion, just arbitrary. It just gets, diminishing returns past about 90%. It takes longer and longer. And that was sort of entertaining, but not as much as it should have been, because those lower ranked AIs are just dysfunctional. Like, especially in the newbie arcade, it was weird going back and watching it as someone who now kind of knew the ropes, because the AI in the newbie arcade and Evolution will just they will just hang back. They will just stand like scared deer on the far side of the ring and just like look at you, and you're just like, so you want to fight? And they're just standing there like just like freaked out or something. You're like, okay, I guess I'll walk up and punch you in the face. And it's just weird. And so I got so they're just dysfunctional. And so I got really sloppy in my fighting habits when I went back to the early arcades, because you didn't have to fight anything like normally against them. You could just do anything to them. You didn't have to use moves that wouldn't get countered. You didn't have to defend. You didn't have to move. So, except to approach them, because they wouldn't approach you at first. So by the time I was working my way through and got back to the tougher arcades, I started getting beat up pretty bad, because I was now fighting really sloppily, and it took me a long time to get back to lose the bad habits I'd picked up going back through the early arcades in Evolution's Quest mode. So here, that has not been the case so far. It's let me get away with a little slop here in the Sega Arena Coast newbie arcade here, but not really. I mean, and actually, I can't even get away with the Evolution, the combos I spammed in Evolution as much as I do in Evolution. In Evolution, they never duck under in the quest mode. They never duck under the kick in those, the ending kick in those combos. Whereas here, they're avoiding that kick a good amount of the time, and then I'm in trouble. So definitely going to have to get used to mixing things up more. I'll have to start examining some of his other moves and some of the new combos, I suspect. So that's cool, and it just makes you think a little more. I mean, it's less repetitive, I hope. That's how it feels so far, anyway. So that's all pretty cool. So, yeah. Whoops, I don't want to do that, do I? I want to hit select. There we go. Hello, PS3. I like the PS3. It feels like, compared to a PS4, it feels like this just kind of more elegant, more straightforward game machine. I don't know why I get that feeling. Maybe it's because this game is on it. I don't know. And this game is just so smooth looking, and this is mostly what I've played on it in recent years. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying Virtua Fighter 5 so far. I'm having a good old time with it. I do think, I guess my idea is that if I do beat the quest mode here with Jacky, I will then try Vanessa, who I could not manage much with in Evolution. So see how that goes in 5. And whatever happens there after her, I think I would, if there was an after her, I would do Sarah Bryant, or try Sarah Bryant in the quest mode. So anyway, this should keep me busy for a while. I'm not going to try playing them all simultaneously like I was before. I was playing, 5 or 6 characters simultaneously? Because I was playing... Let's see. Let me first cue. So I was playing Go. I never really learned how to play Go. I would just do his forward, kick, which is a kick to the junk. And then, was it forward punch plus kick or something? And those two moves worked pretty well for a long time, and then they stopped working really, but throws... I mean, the thing is, I could get this far. I got up to warrior rank. I played, for a bit, but then I got tired of it. Let's see, I was playing Vanessa. I got her to master rank. I was playing them all, like, at the same time. Who else? Playing Sarah. All I would do with Sarah was spam kicks and then punch out a flamingo and then throw or something, and that just worked way too well to throw. So I was basically just throwing with everybody. Oh, I got Wolf to Veteran, which I guess is that the one above Warrior? Anyway, all I was basically doing by the end was throwing because that's what worked. I didn't have to actually know how to break down the opponent. I could just throw them. So yeah, Jeffrey got to warrior rank. I got pied at 10th Dan. She was the one I had the most trouble with, but I was playing her in a regular rotation, I think. I guess that was it. So it's 1, 2. Wait, not you. Wait. You okay? Where am I? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. Yeah, I was playing 6 characters at once, just one after the other in a rotation, which was silly. How many? I think I played maybe 1 or 2 a week. I don't remember. But I didn't have to be any good with any of them because I just throw. I didn't realize it at first, but throw was just broken. So yeah, I am playing this on. There's 2 difficulty levels. I'm playing it on the harder one. I forget what they're called. The name's changed between this and Evolution. The easy one is quite a bit easier and actually is boring to play low rank matches in that one. So that's it. I'll be chilling out with Jacky here again in a week. I don't really have a whole lot of old Jacky VF5 episodes for you to look at. There's like 1 or 2 maybe. But again, that was back when I was still throwing and you didn't really have to do any Jacky specific stuff. And that was also before I had played him thoroughly in Evolution and kind of had some idea of what to do. But I don't know. It's there. It's somewhere back in my archive or specifically in my Jacky Quest playlist. Alright, I am gonna go. Thank you and good night.